It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commander's Lengthy Corner. Who teams should stop targeting with how many picks he has this season. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. Coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Play 1 and Prescott to the air. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw is Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second and 6. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On second down, it's Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down and a run by Robinson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Completes this one to Thornton. 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
He's going to use his legs here.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throws the out route, and he finds Hilton.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Second and long. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
The deuce is wild here. Second down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. His throw incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action now, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, someone's closing in on the league in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one into the hands of Hamilton.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Robinson with another carry.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On play action, Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
They'll go in the books This is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving a yard up to the 42.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
121 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Hilton.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll drop to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
An 18-yard
Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
On 1st and 10, Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Deebo Samuel, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Ken Walker, over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdowns in that game for J.K. Dobbins. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for Washington, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And he is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 43. A good pickup there at 22.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw.
Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. To throw is Prescott.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing again on second down. Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
151 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Looking to throw.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Washington going to send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Prescott to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And right side, they're going to go option here. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Toss play to Robinson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. This offense so far on third down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
Washington going to send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott
swinging this out for Pollard.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Randy, sometimes just comes down to the proper suggestions. I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Robinson with another carry.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson. He'll take this to the 46.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
Back to throw. Touchdown!
Chase Claypool.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down to about the 35, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. Gibson here running out of the gun.
Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Robinson on a give right side.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run again here with Robinson. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Commanders, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5.